Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM. Palalimin ang kamalayan sa mga isyong napapanahon. Makisangkot at makiisa kasama ang simbahang lingkod ng bayan. Ang social-political apostolate ng Kapisanan ni Jesus. Ito ang Kwentuhang Bayan. Mula alas 11 ng umaga tuwing Biyernes dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM. Dahil naniniwala kami na posible ang isang mas mabuting lipunan at maaari itong simulan sa isang kwentuhan.
Keep the Word of God strong in our lives. Keep the spirit of hope and the grace of healing alive every day. Keep the faith. Join us every morning for the celebration of the Holy Eucharist with the Jesuits from the Philippine province. Keep the faith. Daily Mass with the Jesuits streams from Monday to Sunday at 8 o'clock in the morning on Radyo Katipunan's Facebook page, YouTube channel, Twitter feed, and other social media partners.
Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
The Jesuit Hour. Get to know the Jesuits. Discover their spirituality, their history, their ministries. The Jesuit Hour. Anything Jesuit, everything Jesuit. The Jesuit Hour.
Mga Katipuneros, it's time to level up! Your talk variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields. As we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Matches. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. here on Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM. Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
The fire will still burning out.
Do you sometimes feel confused or lost in the complications and complexities of life? Do you feel drained, listless, or exhausted from the daily burdens and responsibilities? Why not seek our campus ministers on air every Tuesday from 2 to 3 in the afternoon? Listen to our counselors from the Loyola School's Campus Ministry Office as they ground our lives in our faith, in our school's spiritual tradition. Campus Ministers on Air. Be guided, be inspired, be blessed. Listen to our Campus Ministers on Air.
Coming up next, JMM Radio on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo, Radyo, Radyo Katipunan. Radyo, Radyo, Radyo Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng kwela. Radyo, Radyo, Radyo Katipunan. Radyo, Radyo, Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugod, todo sa kayod, dunong at tulog. Lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, Radyo, Radyo Katipunan. Radyo, Radyo, Radyo Katipunan. Radyo, Radyo
rejoice, refresh, renew, and reflect. Join us for an hour of music that uplifts the soul. Listen to your favorite Jesuit music ministry artists. This is JMM Radio. Get your day's dose of inspirational music. Tune in to JMM Radio every Wednesday, only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Kahit tagal bago kita minahal, kandang sinauna at sariwa, tapat kang nanahan sa aking kalooban, ngunit hinahanap pa rin kahit saan. Kahit tagal bago kita minahal, kandang sinauna at sariwa, ako'y nagpabihag sa likha mong tanan. Di ko akalain ikaw pala'y nilisan, ako'y tinawagan mula sa katahimikan. Pinukaw mo ang aking pangdinig, biglang luminaw ang awit ng daigdig. Kahit tagal bago kita minahal, kandang sinauna at sariwa, tapat kang nanahan sa aking kalooban, ngunit hinahanap pa rin kahit saan. Ako'y inilawan mula sa aking kadiliman, binunat mo aking mga mata, biglang luminaw ng lang ko sa tuwin na kahit tagal bago kita minahal, kandang sinauna at sariwa, ako'y nagpabihag sa likha mong tanan. Di ko akalain ikaw pala'y kahit tagal bago kita minahal, kandang sinauna at sariwa, akong nilikha mo, uuwi rin sa'yo. Ako'y papayapa lamang sa piling mo.
JMM Radio. JMM Radio. JMM Radio.
All right, good evening, Katipuneros, and welcome to our show here at Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM, the voice of the Blue Eagle. This is the radio program of the Jesuit Music Ministry, ang inyong JMM Radio. Ayan, of course, napapakinggan po tayo live via 87.9 FM if you're within Katipunan and Ateneo areas. You can also listen to us via our audio streams at zeno.fm/RK879FM. At syempre, tayo po ay napapanood ngayon sa ating live streams via the Facebook pages of Radyo Katipunan, Jesuit Communications, Jesuit Music Ministry, at ang Bukas Music Ministry. Malalaman niyo kung bakit. At syempre, simulcast sa ating YouTube accounts ng Radyo Katipunan. Ayan. Magandang gabi at of course, kalimutan ko magpakilala. Ako po pala si Justin Pontino at may wala po si kapatid na Lester Mendiola ngayong gabi. If you can see us now. Ayan, may sakit siya. So, pagaling. Pagaling ka, Les. But of course, we will be joined here tonight by our SOCMED, the pretty.
JMM Princess.
Ay, sus. Ayan na nga ba sinasabi ko. Oo, ayan. Ang ating kapatid na si Patricia Morato. Good evening, Pat.
Good evening po. Pagaling po, Sir Les.
Oo, ayan. At syempre, kami po ang natasan ngayon na magbantay ng tindahan. Ayan, kumusta? Kumusta, Pat?
Okay naman po.
Ayan.
I think last week, ako din yung host. So, hindi ko in-expect.
So, hindi ko pa pala graduate sa duties mo for that. No?
Pero okay lang. Always happy to be hosting JMM Radio.
Oo.
Especially now na nakaka-excite yung ating mga guests.
Talaga ba? Talaga ba? Na-excited ka talaga?
Because it's my first time na ma-meet sila.
Yes. Oo, syempre. At, last week, no, just to recap lang what happened. Nga pala, last week pala yung anniversary namin.
Oo.
Happy 6th year anniversary to JMM Radio. Ayan.
Yes.
Isa ako sa mga
pioneer?
Inugatan. Yung mga inugatan na. We started, nung nag-start yung mismong Radyo Katipunan, wag mo na ipakita. Utang na loob. And then, pinakita kasi last year yata, last time yung picture namin nung sa first episode. Mukha kaming mga haggard.
Oo.
Tsaka syempre, hindi pa yun yung studio, hindi pa yun yung itsura ng studio namin. Parang bare na bare yung itsura. So kaya ayan, of course, 'di ba? Ang layo na ng tinalon, 'di ba? Sa
Correct.
6 na taon, 'di ba?
Correct.
Hindi mo iaakalain na aabot ka ng 6 years dito, 'di ba, Patricia? Ay, ako pala 'yon.
Ikaw 'yun. Huwag mo ko idamay. Kakasali ko lang dito.
Oo. Pero yun nga, no, parang ang bilis din ng pakiramdam kasi nga parang kahapon lang di ba? Parang kahapon lang yung nangyaring nagsimula kami tapos ito na bigla, 'di ba?
Parang kahapon lang pero napakaraming nangyari.
Yes.
Alam mo yun. And siguro yung sa iilang beses ko palang nag-host no, parang hindi ko ma-imagine paano siya nakayanan ng 6 years and counting.
Na kami lang dalawa hanggang.
Kayo pa rin.
Oo, ayun.
Diba?
But of course, salamat yan sa ating mga ating mga producers, ang
Correct.
ating mga supporters, syempre yung mga nanonood sa atin at nakikinig dito sa JMM Radio. So maraming salamat po sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta sa ating programa.
Maraming salamat.
Ayan. And speaking of inugatan, hindi, kasi nga syempre since we're talking about yung tagal ng pagsasama at tagal ng no. Ito yung mga makakasama natin ngayong gabi, and I'm pretty sure our audiences are excited, no? Kaya nga nabanggit natin kanina, no, na this is also cross-posted with the Bukas Music Ministry fan page because yes, syempre ang kasama natin ngayong gabi ay walang iba kundi ang ating mga kaibigan, ang ating mga kasama sa ministry dito sa Bukas of course ang ating mga kaibigan sa Bukas Music Ministry. Ayan.
Correct.
Pero ang difference lang, dati, di ba, I think when was that? Yung last nating episode with them na kasama natin yung group na
yung JMM Unplugged.
Yung JMM Unplugged, oo. ngayong gabi, medyo ibay natin ng konti at sasamahan tayo ng ating mga nagkikisigang mga kalalakihan dito. 'Di ba? Puro mga lalaki po ang naririto ngayon sa studio. Pero sila po, kaya po sila naririto ay sila yung mga should I say, the foundations. The foundation talaga. Siyempre siyempre ang Bukas Palad, ang daming mga na-produce na songs. So, siyempre, sino ba ang mga nag-produce? Sino ba ang mga gumawa? Sino ba ang mga nag-areglo? Sino ba ang nag-put into, to life nitong mga kanta na kinakanta, of course, ng kanilang grupo.
Correct.
So, ang makikilala natin ngayong gabi ay ang mga composers at ang mga arrangers ng, of course, from the Bukas Palad Music Ministry. Yan. So, bago yan, of course, nakalimutan natin, the one we played at the start of our show is
Gandang Sinauna at Sariwa.
Ayan, batay sa panalangin ni San Agustin. Ayan. Of course, words by Father Vic Baltasar SJ, Jandy Arboleda at Norman Agatep. Music by Father Manuling Francisco SJ and performed by Miss Kayla Rivera. Ayan. And it was also arranged by Mr. Gino Cruz. Ayan. Okay. So sige, wag na natin patagalin pa kasi mukhang ready na yung mga kasama natin dito magkwento. Ayan. And it's exciting kasi yun nga, we get to know more about the songs in depth. No, hindi lang sa pagkanta, hindi lang yung mensahe ng kanta, pero gusto nating malaman din ano yung nag-udyok sa kanilang gawin yung kanta na yon.
Yes.
Yung mga ganong bagay, 'di ba? Medyo backstories, ika nga, ang gusto nating mapakinggan doon sa mga iconic na mga awitin. Yan. At siguro yun din, no, it's good to note, yung nagpa-survey tayo, nagpa-mini survey tayo, di ba? na if you've seen our feeds, we called on our audience, no, kung sa tingin nila, pag isinapelikula yung kanilang buhay, talaga yun yung yung jump off point.
Yung theme song ng buhay.
Ano yung theme song, ang buhay mo. Pero ang ang pipilian mong kanta ay mga kanta mula sa Bukas Palad. So mamaya magra-run tayo ng top 3. Wow, top 3. Malalaman natin yan mamaya, yung results ng survey na yun. Anyway, huwag na natin patagalin pa, Pat. Let's introduce, of course, our guests for tonight.
Actually, parang mas maganda po kung sila mismo ang magpakilala.
Yes, oo. Pero syempre, maraming sa kanila, kilala na rin natin because we see them sing as well with Bukas Palad. But it's also better to tell us siguro, ano yung, since we're talking about the backstories, parang ano yung background nila as far as sino sila outside of Bukas Palad.
Yes.
Pwedeng gano'n. May profession, ano yung profession nila, ganyan. What do you
This is
do
for the
beyond?
benefit of the viewers na, alam mo yun, yung bang hindi pa sila masyadong bulubusang kilala.
Siyempre, ayan. O what do you do, tsaka ikaw in and out of Bukas Palad.
Yes. Kanina po
sige,
tayo
simulan natin sa
left or right?
O, bahala ka na. Sa gusto.
Dito na sa ating
siyempre doon sa, okay. Sige. Kung sino na yung
OG.
The OG talaga. Ayan, pakilala?
Magandang gabi po sa kanilang lahat and thanks Dustin and Pat for having us over here. Ako po si Norman Agatep, ang pinakamatanda sa kwarto. Outside Bukas Palad, I am a public relations and advertising professional.
Ayun. Diba? Bigatin ka agad.
Tama.
Okay.
Next po.
Ako po si Noel Miranda. Estudyante po ako dati. Norman. I'm an educator.
Ayun.
Wow. Okay.
Good evening. Ako si Gino Torres. Outside of Bukas Palad, songwriter, arranger.
Okay, ayan.
Ay, meron din. Magandang gabi sa lahat na nakikinig at nanonood. Ako po si Luis Enriquez, membro ng Bukas Palad mula 2015 at isa po akong singer-songwriter din sa labas ng Bukas Palad.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, may dalawa na tayong singer-songwriter.
At saka isa pang educator. Ako si Louis Morato. 30 years sa Bukas Palad this year.
Oh, wow.
O, diba? Pinag-usapan natin kanina yung length of service.
Oo.
Mas matagal sila. Obvious naman, diba? Kasi 30 plus years na ang Bukas Palad.
Correct.
Syempre. O yan, nakilala na natin sila by their profession. Pero yun nga, no, papansin mo, dalawa sa kanila talagang
Singers,
by profession, nasa music na.
Talaga, oo.
So, curious tayong malaman yung how about those na hindi naman yun na initially. O baka naman meron ding backgrounds, di ba? So, simulan na rin siguro natin muna sa tanong na paano kayo napunta sa Bukas Palad?
Ayun,
Ayan.
maganda.
Pero alam na natin kasi syempre yung mga tao alam na yung storya ng Bukas Palad kasi ayan, so very si Norman. Dito muna tayo sa banda dito. Siguro start tayo kay Sir Louie. Ayan. Paano kayo nag-start sa Bukas Palad? Sige po.
Nagturo ako dati sa Ateneo High School.
Okay.
At dati kasi yung sistema sa Bukas Palad, nag-iimbita sila ng mga bagong miyembro. So, nung nagturo ko sa Ateneo High School, may mga miyembro doon na for some reason narinig akong kumanta.
Okay.
Tapos inimbitahan ako.
Ayun. So,
una sabi ko, hey, ako.
So, faculty choir ka nun.
Faculty.
So, nanonood ako kami nag-mount ng music fest ni na Palan. And nag-intermission number kayo. Napanood namin kayo doon at that time. And we thought it might be a good idea to bring you.
Okay. So, ang Bukas Palad po ay nagsimula as just a community choir, a what?
Ang Bukas Palad Music Ministry, ang mga naging unang miyembro nito ay miyembro din ng Ateneo Student Catholic Action, sa Ateneo Christian Life Community Organization sa college. Tapos may ikinasal na kapatid ng isang miyembro ng ACLC, and a few of our friends from both organizations joined to sing at her wedding. Tapos yung 9 members na yun ang naging eventually bumuo at nagtatag ng Bukas Palad.
Ayun.
So, nagsimula sa isang kasal?
Yes.
Tama
Kasal,
po ba?
sa kasal.
Yes.
Oo. Correct.
Diba?
Parang we were singing original songs and then the priests were telling us, kailangan yung atang i-immortalize yung mga songs na yan. So, gawa natin ng parang may record yun.
Ayun. So, nang dahil sa isang kasal, na nabuo sila. Parang madalas yung nangyayari din sa mga, yung mga nagsisimulang mga choirs din.
Correct.
Kasi yung mga tipong, kanta lang tayo.
Oo, kanta. Nagbuo lang.
Oo.
Yeah. Tapos hanggat sa nagtagal na kasi nagustuhan na pala nila yung ginagawa nila.
And then lo and behold, Bukas Palad na sila.
Oo.
30 plus years after. Ayan. Si Luis, paano ka nagsimula sa Bukas Palad?
Ako naman ay estudyante noon
Okay.
sa Ateneo High School at napalibutan ako ng mga mahuhusay na mga guro at mga formator, educator, kaya nga ni Sir Noel noon, no? At dahil nga na-expose din ako growing up to the music, age reveal. I grew up listening to the music of Bukas Palad, and when the chance came that they were looking for new members, no, and I happened to know some of them from high school, doon na nagsimula yung journey ko sa pagiging membro sa Bukas Palad.
Ayun. May bago tayong dating kaso. Mamaya natin siya kausapin hanggang di po siya nakakaupo. Ayan. Kasi next natin si Sir Gino naman.
Ako naman, origin ko para maging part ng band for a concert series, no? Parang a tour. So, pianist ako, and then later on, parang sabi nila, baka kumakanta ka rin, ganyan-ganyan. So yun. That time kasi umabot ako sa panahon ni Louie na by invitation, di ba? So medyo, nakatakas kami sa auditions. Yun. So anyway, yun. Tapos, pinaano ako, if I can sing, ayun. Tapos, I started singing with them na, and then, yun. Tapos, 30 years na rin ako this year. Yes. 30 years.
Okay, tama yun. So, yung nangyayari din talaga din sa mga grupo na kahit yung hindi ka kailangan mag-audition, for example. Minsan yung hinihila ka lang talaga na kasi marunong ka lang ganito, ganyan. So, very common. Talagang inaano natin, no, dinidikit natin. Kasi yun nga para makita din talaga ng mga tao na like everybody else, no, we start, through these processes na mga simpleng lang na ito, nagsama-sama. Parang there's nothing special with the group. Kasi syempre, alam naman natin na Bukas Palad is already very well known. But then again, their roots are very, they started the same way that now the choirs now are starting the same way, di ba? So, yun.
Hindi, at saka yung maganda kasi dito, napansin ko, lahat ng, so far sa mga na-open up nila, it's not an accident na nangyari yun. Talagang it's really bound to happen na magtipon-tipon kayo para sa Bukas Palad and to, to share what's in store na songs.
Yes.
Na ngayon, nagiging na siya, team song ng buhay.
Icons, mga iconic.
Nagiging iconic na siya, nagiging team song na siya ng buhay ng mga tao.
Yes.
Napakaganda. And again, it's no accident that you're here.
Sir Noel.
Ako naman, parang common natin is sa high school tayo. So, nasa high school din ako. Tapos may mga members doon na nung time na yun may audition na. So, yun. So, nag-audition po ako. Tapos nakasali na rin ako sa Bukas Palad.
Ayun, si Sir Exception, nag-audition. Nag-audition si Sir. Oo. Ayan, at kasapin na natin yung ating bagong dating. Pakilala ka pala, sir. Siyempre, tulad nila. Magpakilala ka, sabihin mo kung anong ginagawa mo outside of Bukas Palad. Ayan.
Yun, hello po. Ako si... Saan ba ako titingin? Hello po, ako si Basil. Ano bang ginagawa ko after work? Tagapaghatid ng liwanag. Pwede ba yun?
Wow naman, sa tagapaghatid ng liwanag.
San Pedro pala.
Mamaya may kunin ka dito bigla, ha?
Iwasan.
Iwasan po natin siya ngayon, ha? Diyos ko, sang liwanag kaya dadalhin yan. So, anong tawag dito, ikaw, how did you get into Bukas Palad?
Ako, Justin, baka ako yung aksidente na sinasabi nyo kanina.
Okay.
Diba? It's sabi sa kanila, it's no accident. Ako, probably, it was an accident. And a blessing, I guess. Nung college kasi, growing up, katulad ni Luis, taong simbahan din ako. So, talagang puro Bukas Palad songs ang tinutugtog, kinakanta. To the point na nung naging member na ako, sabi nila, galing naman ni Basil, alam na niya yung mga kanta, kabago-bago niya. Hindi nila alam. All my life, yun yung mga kinakanta ko na kanta. Ayun. So, when I went to college in UP, I didn't even think about joining Bukas Palad kasi akala ko ito sa Ateneo thing. Pero nagkataon, yung isang member nila, na member na before but also went to college in UP. Naging ka-choir ko siya sa isang college college choir. And nung nagkakasama na kami, in-invite niya ako mag-audition din. And I guess, from there, 10 years later, dito pa rin.
Ayun. So, inspired naman siya by, the songs that...
Of his childhood.
Sige. Tanongin na, okay. So, narinig na natin kung ano yung backgrounds nila outside of Bukas Palad. So, we know now na a few of them have musical backgrounds na they already are by profession musical people. So yung mga hindi naman siyempre lahat sila pretty much meron, 'di ba? Pero alamin natin so saan nag-start yung journey nila as like a composer or an arranger. So siguro ask natin, sige, start muna natin kay Sir Noel. Ano yung first, sige, sabihin niyo po muna ano yung pinakaunang kanta na kinompose, in-arrange, kung ano man sa Bukas Palad para alam ng ating mga audience.
Okay, sa Bukas Palad, parang nung time na naghahanap sila ng songs, yung yung talagang sinabit ko noon was yung We Are Yours. So dalawa yun, pero yung We Are Yours yung kanta na sinabit ko po.
Okay.
So yun yung first song ever na na-record.
You said submit, nagkaroon ba ng parang competition of sorts or parang ano lang to ng grupo?
Often so pag mag-conceptualize kami ng album, una merong si Father Moniling tinutulungan kami mag-identify ng theme ng album.
Okay.
And then there's a call for submissions among BP members. So kunyari, at that time, we were doing Let Your Praises Be Heard. We were looking for a more radio-friendly sound for an album. So nagpa-call si Father Manon ng, sige guys, submit tayo ng mga songs na pwedeng tugtugin sa radyo. Pero ang tema ay love for God or praising God, etc. So ang sinabit ni Noel is We Are Yours for that album. And several of us, Gino had one, I had one, Louis also had a song for that. Pero dahil marami din nagsasubmit, meron din committee na binubusisi na pinapakinggan lahat. This one, may mas malakas ang hook nito, or mas may LSS effect. Yun. So we also do that to trim the number of songs that eventually make it to the album.
Okay. But yun nga, like, it comes from all the members then who are interested to to have their song or yung ginawa nila out there. Okay. Who else? Ano yung mga experiences nyo for that? Yung mga, how did you become parang, ano yung shining moment ninyo doon sa pagko-compose for Bukas Palad? Like, for example, ikaw, Basil, what was your first song? Ikaw, isa ka din sa pinakabata diba, na sa grupo. So, how were you able to, get into the cut?
Well, una-una, isa sa mga pinakabata, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time.
Pero yun, medyo na ako.
May tenure, syempre.
Ito may tenure na ako. Ako, Justin, first and only song na nasubmit ko and tinanggap, I guess, in an album was, it was a take on Psalm 42.
Okay.
Entitled, My Soul Longs for You. As the deer. Yun yung inside joke namin. No? Sorry, yung question mo was?
Yung how did you get in? How did that song get into the albums or into the catalog for you?
Well, I guess at that time kasi it was ito yung time na sunod-sunod yung mga albums ng BP. It was the third of a series. And yung third na yun was for an Easter album. So there was a call for new songs for Easter. And yung napili ko was one of the responsorial psalms during the Easter Vigil. So I think wala pa noon at that time na gumagawa ng song similar to that dun sa roster of BP Music. So actually, Norms, hindi ko alam paano napasok yung kanta ko.
Nagustuhan ni Father Manoling. Nagustuhan ng committee.
Nagustuhan naman, ayun.
So basically din, ang is si Father Mano, ang isa sa mga talagang major parang decision maker sa pagpili nung kung ano man yung mga lalabas. For example, sa isang album. Pero, yun. Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
Hindi, wala lang. Parang napipicture ko kasi siya. Parang siyang, ano po ba yun? Parang may panel of juries ba yun na ina-assess kung ano yung papasok, ano yung hindi. Ganun po ba siya?
Matagal na discussion So,
okay.
nire-record namin. And all of them went through that process. No? All of us, pati naman yung akin ang dami ko rin mga kantang hindi pinapasa ni Mano. So, yun. Tapos he would he would invite people to join that committee. Tapos, sige, ang tingin nyo? Tapos, i-dissect mo talaga. Alam nyo, parang walang meter itong verses nitong song na to Siguro, ipapasa natin kasi ang ganda naman ng melody, pero i-tweak siguro natin yung words so that mas madaling makanta ng congregation na pare-pareho yung tono ng mga verses. So, it's a discussion he leads and then we either drop a song or we progress and sometimes tweak a song based on yung mga comments sa discussions.
Okay. Pero may general principles ba na pina-follow?
Yeah, of course, no. Base baka ito yung topic ng yung seminars.
So workshops namin kasi we always say that the songs that you choose to sing will always have to be centered around 3 judgments.
Okay.
The first one, of course, being liturgical, meaning it has to fit yung right na sinasabayan mo or basta tama yung lyrics niya that is faithful to the text that you are trying to interpret. No, so that's liturgical judgment. You also have musical judgment, katulad na sinabi ni Norms, dapat tama yung metro, dapat madaling makanta ng mga tao kasi bakit ka pa maglalabas sa misa, 'di ba, if the congregation cannot sing with you, cannot sing along with you, 'di ba? It defeats the purpose of that song. And then the last one being pastoral judgment, meaning it's within the time, the space, the culture of the place where you're trying to launch that song, meaning dapat relevant siya sa mga taong makikinig, relevant siya sa taong gagamit nung kantang yan. So I think beyond that naman, so yun naman talaga yung 3 principles that we try to write our music by. Kaya mas mahirap siya. Hindi, joke.
Oo, mukhang ano talaga, no, very, yun nga, you have to consider the weights of those three judgments. Pero, syempre, even though that's the case, parang syempre there's this still inspiration that's drawing you to create that music na hindi mo pa naiisip yung principle. 'Di ba? Yung mga yon, 'di ba? Parang for example, let's ask the songwriters. Kayo, how were you drawn to creating? Of course, alam naman na natin kayo ay gumagawa na. Pero is there anything that draws you more to creating music for Bukas Palad?
Yung nasama sa akin na album, which is also the same album which Basil's song is in, yung Behold the Risen Lord. Yung song na naging part nun na ako nagsulat, Pakikinabang, which is a communion song, did not come to that stage without the help of the people here. No? Louis was one of those who edited, talagang pinagtsagaan niya yun. Gino was the one who arranged it. And I guess that sense of community when we come together to make a song, it's a process that it takes time to get there because yun nga, with the judgments and So, kung maglalabas ka ng song with Bukas Palad, yung consciousness talaga is it appropriate for what you're writing for? So, hindi nawawala yung consciousness na yun.
Ayun. Sir, Gino, you wanna add?
Yeah, actually, ganun din naman. Initially, kasi nung first few years naman, hindi kami nagbibigay ng songs. It was basically, di ba, Manoling, you and Jandy, no? Ang konti, yung they started na parang asking us to write, to submit, for consideration. By that time kasi I was a little older na rin. So, alam ko na rin na, tsaka having been in Bukas Palad for ilang years na noon, alam ko na parang may parameters to. Hindi pwedeng yung from nowhere lang. So, yung nga, sabi ni Luisa, para bang, tsaka normally, Norman and Father Mano, they will give talaga parameters na yung kunyari, yung singable, may hook, yung madaling kantahin, yung lyrics simple, kailangan, kung liturgical nga, kailangan very faithful, pero yung parang clear yung message, saka alam mo dun nang galing, hindi yung parang gumawa ka lang ng something na parang walang kinalaman sa reading or, from Bible, hindi Bible-based. So, ayun, tapos mamayang konti, then after that, and then nagkakaroon din nga ng parang, syempre they'll also review your song, then they'll parang suggest stuff or recommend na, how about we do this, we do that, how are you okay with that? Oh yeah, ganun. So, nagiging sort of a community effort din siya. Pero yun nga, you still retain the essence of your composition. Yun. So,
yun. Ito meron akong phone-in question. May nagtanong, is there a specific or is there like a Bukas Palad distinct sound? I mean, hindi ko alam kung anong ibig niya sabihin dito, but is there I think this person is referring to yung tunog ng Bukas Palad na very distinct sa ibang mga grupo. Kasi of course, yung marami na mga choir groups diyan or even the ones that are singing in the church. Pero they are saying that there's this distinct feel or sound that comes from Bukas Palad that makes it appealing to them. Meron bang ganong is that parang let's debunk that myth.
Or let's unpack.
Or unpack that.
That's kung marinig these days, siguro I will speak from the context of 37 years ago when we began the ministry, no?
Yes.
So we were actually even more than 37 years ago because we started writing I Will Sing Forever, Take and Receive, Panalangin sa Pagiging Bukas Palad. These were written when we were in high school ni Father Manuling at saka ni Jandy. And at the time, we were writing because we felt that, hindi naman sa none of the songs, but most of the songs that were being sung in church were written for a different generation. It just did not seem to, the songs did not seem to resonate with our at that time, we were 14, 15, youthful spirit.
Mhm.
So, naghahanap kami ng sound that we felt could be a representation of aming high school students no, na kumakanta sa high school chapel. No? And so, we would debut our songs there. Na in fairness, napipick up naman ang mga estudyante. No? But we were receiving flack from our faculty members who thought that the music was too popish, was too young. So may ganung factor then. But then later on, it felt like I guess that movement, if I'm okay to say that, the movement of writing songs for a new generation also prompted, I guess, others. Kasi ngayon nga nawawala na yung edge eh. Maybe 37 years ago, very edgy yung sound namin. But now, it's become more contemporary amongst many choirs to sing that type of song na mas youthful and vibrant. Kasi parang we move as culture does. No?
Yes.
And later on, there will be a new type of, new form of music or sound that we will want to sing to. No? So in terms of kung Justin yung tanong mo na is there a distinct sound, I think it's safe to say that we it was conscious on our part to write more contemporary youthful sounding songs. But beyond that, I don't know how to define the Bukas Palad sound eh. Baka you can help me.
I'll add lang. Sige, go ahead. Kunyari, being also, having been a fan, even before naging member, I think it partly, bukod sa songs nga, kasi high school din ako, high school din ako nanggaling, so, naging barok eh. High school din kasi ako, so, I also, nung kinakanta nila yung songs, nung high school ako, bago pa yun eh, sa amin. So parang, then I would watch Bukas Palad concerts. So, sa akin, tas naging member ako later on pa. Sa akin, I guess for maraming listeners, the fans, I think it's the vocal, bukod sa mga areglo ni Norman, ay yung vocal arrangements niya, tsaka instrumental arrangements, from the start, pati vocal arrangements, pati yung vocal execution, the arrangements and the execution, una ko narinig, sabi ko, wow, parang wala pa ako narinig na ganito na choir, growing up sa church, parang religious yung setting, yung tone, yung kind of song. Tapos parang, I think that also, yung sabi niya about the youthful energy,
vibe.
The vibe. I think that's also what inspired me to listen more, attend more, and eventually to also write something along the lines yung parang what they've written ng mga classics and stuff like that. So I think ang laking bagay for me bukod sa songwriting is yung arranging and instrumental and vocal arrangements and the execution. That started, I guess, with the first Bukas Palad, the first set of singers. Yeah. And then, later on, parang lahat ng members, through the years, parang naaning sound na yun eh. Parang naging, diba? Kasi yan yung vibe kasi we would learn, every time may mga new members, dumarating pa rin yung mga old members eh. So parang, nakahawa sila. So I think that's also why may parang distinct sound na nare-retain, na parang very familiar with people.
Okay, ayun. So that answers it. Finally.
Sorry,
that answers it pretty much eh. Yun yung sinasabi din nung iba sa mga yung mga lalo yung mga churchgoers natin, 'di ba? Na there's really, they feel na mas drawn sila dun sa songs ng Bukas Palad because actually, ang pinaka-baseline sinasabi nila is, we can sing it eh. Diba? We can sing it. Diba?
Masasabayan.
Ayan. Okay, balik tayo ngayon doon sa balik ulit tayo sa mga kwento ng mga composition. Di ba natin narinig si Sir Louie? Sir Louie, what's your, what's the, ano ba yung mga compositions mo and what do you think is your best composition?
Sige, aawin na ako. Hindi ako composer.
Sila lahat, you can remove the para easy.
Silang lahat ay musicians, composers. Ako writer lang.
Okay.
Oh,
Ayan.
Yun lang.
okay.
So lyricist, more of a lyricist.
Yun lang. Yun lang contribution.
Pero ano po yung pinaka meron ba kayo ng buo talaga na yung sa inyo talaga nanggaling na sinulat?
Meron naman.
Ayun, ano po yun? Alin doon sa mga yun yung pinaka-paborito nyo siguro?
Personal favorite
Yes,
ko.
personal favorite.
Kaunti lang naman yung naisulat ko na.
Mabila si Sir, no? Mabila si...
siguro yung pinaka-personal would be yung pupuno sa akin siguro. Kaya dahil mahabang kwento rin yun, saka yung pinagmulan. Ganito kasi yan, yung nangyayari, yung involvement ko sa paggawa ng mga awitin ng Bukas Palad, kadalasan, sasabihan ako ni Norman, gawa tayo ng kanta. O meron akong music, lapatan mo ng lyrics.
Okay.
Yung mga ganyan. Ganun tipo. So, ako ayoko ng ganon kasi pressured ka na at susundan yung musika ni Norman. So, pero challenging yon. Saka pag nagawa ko, masayang-masaya ako. Meron din naman yung magmula sa akin na mula sa tula, mula sa reflection ko, mula sa yung mga damdamin ko, naggawa ko. Yung ang pupuno sa akin, special din kasi isa sa mga kanta na siguro binigay sa akin ni Norman, naalala ko talaga February 13, 2007. And then nagsimula akong conceptualize isipin mga alas 11 ng Feb 13. Tapos natapos ko mga alas 2 ng umaga, Valentine's Day. At yung kung napakinggan nyo na yung lyrics. Yun talaga yun. I was reacting to a wedding that we went to nung January of 2007. I remember sa Boracay, sabi nung pare sa kanyang homily, di ba? May yung classic na, you complete me or something like that. I remember reacting to that homily saying, hindi pwedeng yan, di ba? Hindi pwedeng mag-asawa kayo and then you complete yourself. Well, I was into the paniniwala na buo kayo and then nagsasama kayo at magiging isa kayo. So, pali 1 + 1 is equal to 1 squared.
So, kaya pupuno sa akin.
Oo, yeah. So, I was reacting to that, you complete me na galing sa Jerry Maguire. Nung binigay sa akin ni Norman yung musika ng ang pupuno sa akin, yun yung pumasok sa isip ko. Sige, marami pang kwento yun, Norman. May mga backstory pa kami na where the music started and then, mga ganyan. So, isip ko kasi na hindi, yun yung paniniwala ko na ang pupuno lang sa atin talaga, hindi yung hindi yung partner mo, whatever, kung hindi yung, di ba? Si God na talaga namang pupuno sa lahat ng kakulangan sa buhay natin. So, yun yung isa sa mga personal, kasi galing talaga sa akin. And then, it was such a special evening that I was really into writing. Tapos focused ako and I finished it in 4 hours. So, very special na sa akin. So, parang walang ka-effort.
So, ito rin yung example naman na yung collaboration really works, diba?
Yes.
Na hindi lang din nalilimit doon talaga sa yung mga composers lang yung monopolyo ng pag-create ng kanta. Nandiyan din syempre, may marami ding kumaga kaya at their capacity, di ba? Na correct. Makatulong na mag-add dun sa ganda ng kanta. Kahit dun sa yung part lang na di ba? May ano pa rin yun kasi kung saan papasok yung hum na yun or for example, dapat ito may banda dito, mga gano'n, di ba? So, which is sometimes na baka nga hindi rin nakikita rin ng ibang mga composers and arrangers. Ayan.
Pero meron pa pala akong follow-up question kay Sir Louie. What made you decide to... let me rephrase that. Paano po kayo nagsimulang magsulat ng lyrics?
Oo.
Parang ano po ba yung... Poet po ba kayo before? O talagang lyricist na?
Oo, di ba?
Were you into poetry or...
Yun lang naman talaga yung simula ko sa pagsusulat. So, I dabble into poetry. May panahon sa buhay ko na yun yung paraan ko ng journaling. Okay, so, pero I write exclusively.
Baka naka-off yata.
Oo nga. So hindi narinig lahat ng sinabi ko kanina.
Nahagip po, pero sige po, ulitin nyo lang pa na.
Ayun, so yun, nagsusulat lang talaga ako kasi yun, nagturo ako ng Filipino sa high school saka sa college. So nagtuturo ako ng literatura. So dahil siguro yun ang ginagawa mo araw-araw, di ba? So pumapasok sa
Kumbaga, it comes out
consciousness mo, and then
naturally.
Kaya nga even yung choice to write, to journal in poetry was for some time my release or whatever. So marami yung nasulat, tapos yan nga, nung time na collaborative naman sa Bukas Palad. And I think dapat ganon kasi para maging sustainable, di ba? Dahil, kung isang grupo lang yung susulat, isang tao lang yung nagpo-produce, I guess hindi kami tatagal ng 38 years and going. So ganon. So yan, na-tap yung potential, no? Baka meron kang naisulat, di ba? O yun na nga, na alam ni Norma na nagsulat ako, so baka pwede kang sumulat ng Yan. Pero syempre, para sa akin, napaka bigat na responsibilidad kasi hindi ako nagsusulat para sa sarili ko. Kung hindi nagsusulat ka para sa Bukas Palad. So, even yung mga kanta na naisulat, na iambag ko na sa Bukas Palad, I don't consider it as my songs. Para pag naibigay ko na kay Norman, bahala ka na, Norms. Di ba? Yung, talagang lang yan. Minsan yung lyrics lang, bahala ka. Tapos Norman will create a music and then create something, a magic out of it. And then, hindi mo naisipin, akin yan. Hindi. To me, it's Bukas Palad songs. And, by extension siguro, sa lahat ng gumagamit sa kanya bilang panalangin o bilang paraan ng reflection or whatever, or yung kasama nila sa kanilang desolate moments, di ba, nakatulong sa kanila So, ganun yung, I think, responsibilidad namin na, although nagsimula lang na trip lang siguro, sulat-sulat ka lang, or, pero, nabubuo siya, at nagkakaroon ng sarili niyang buhay, at namumuhay sa mga, nakikinig, at tumatangkilik ng musika ng Bukas Palad.
Ayan. Okay. At this point, lang muna tayo. Quick break lang somehow. Check lang natin yung ating mga nanonood. Ayan, kasi napakarami nila ngayon. Ayan, syempre, nandiyan si Lester. Ayan, kayo may sakit, nanonood sa atin. Hi, Les. Hope you're feeling well. Ang ating mga kaibigan. Ayan, si Sir Cholo Malilin. He's watching. Ayan, congrats, Sir Noel Miranda, for being a 25-year awardee at the University Service Awards. Ayan. Ano po bang work niyo, sir? Saan po ba kayo? I mean, sa Ateneo?
Sa senior high po.
Senior
principal
high.
po ako.
Kayo po ang principal ng senior high. Kailangan mo mention. Ayan, syempre si Michelle Singdong. Ang better half.
Yes.
Siya ang liwanag.
Siya ang liwanag.
Siya yung liwanag na hinatid ko araw-araw.
Siya pala yung sinusunod. Ayan, si Imelda
Okay.
Angeles, good evening. Ayan, ang ating pong mga, dami pa. Ian Lumapas is watching. Hello, Ian. Salamat sa pakikinig.
Queenie Ann Madri at Tabigi. Sana tama yung pagkaka-pronounce ko. Hello po, listening from Davao City naman siya.
Yes.
And si Julius B. Hangad. Magandang gabi po, watching from Davao del Norte. Ang daming taga Davao na nanonood.
Medyo lalapit tayo ng konti. Meron din nanonood from the Diocese of Novaliches.
Wow.
Ayan. Sila Kuya June Magtano.
Yes.
Ayan, kilala po yata ninyo ito. Ayan. And then, of course, ang ating mga producers ay nanonood din. Siyempre, pinangungunahan ni Judith.
Hi,
Ayan, hello, Judith. Ayan. Okay. Ay, sorry. May tatanungin kang burning question mo. Kanina mo pa yung gusto itanong eh. Hindi ko alam kung, sige, bahala ka na.
Eto na po, mag-give in na ako sa intrusive thoughts ko. Nakikita niyo po ba ang t-shirt?
Ayan, meron akong suot na t-shirt. Ewan ko kung nakikita niyo. Ayan. Ay, tinatawag naming mahiwagang kodigo.
So, number one question. Gusto ko lang po i-confirm. Kayo po yung compose po niyan, Sir Norman?
Nagsulat ng lyrics.
Nagsulat ng lyrics, sorry.
Invento ng lyrics.
Ayan.
So, invento talaga to.
Ayun nga, yung tatanungin ko. Gigil na akong tanongin.
Kasi gusto niya malaman anong lingwa.
Ano po bang ibig sabihin ba niyan?
Wala ibig sabihin. So, ang I Will Sing Forever was written nung high school kami, but was recorded for our third album. Nasa Tanging Yaman album siya. at that time, we were slowly beginning to perform outside mga simbahan. So dati kasi sa college chapel, pero nai-invite na kaming kumanta in secular events as well, no? And then nag-usap na kami ni Father Maling na hindi naman pwedeng tanging yaman lang ang kinakanta natin, baka maantok lahat ng audience nga, no? Or we had to find a way to develop a repertoire that could also work outside the church and enliven people, no? So we did a second arrangement of I Will Sing, ito na ngayon, na na-record namin in 1997. Matagal na after.
Wow.
So at that time, I think I was just into African black gospel. I think musicals at the time were Serafina. I don't know if it was all. I don't know the lyrics. I just wanted a vibe, a spirit that would be engaging and be yun lang. So walang ibig sabihin. It's almost like scatting siguro.
Okay.
Fine.
Finally. Hindi, pero kasi...
Ilan taon na mong ginakawakan yung...
3 dekada ng buhay ko. Iniisip ko, ano kaya, African kaya?
Hindi, kahit siguro, kahit nga mga kahit yung mga, malamang mga kurista talaga, yan ang mga tinatanong nila, ano ba lingwahe yan? Swahili ba yan? Mga ganun pa di ba?
Actually, this is really for the benefit ng mga tulad kong kating-kating ng tanongin si Sir Norman. Ano ba ibig sabihin yan? So, yung pala yun. So, it's inspired by Joyful Africa. No wonder na yan ang madalas na misconception ng mga tao, including myself, na akala ko Swahili.
Ayan po, dinidebunk na po natin ang mga ang mga misinformed na mga Anyway, sige, balik tayo dun sa ating
Sorry.
Pero ang ko lang.
Nakakainis na teenager sila nung sinulat nila yun, di ba? Inisip mo ba yun na teenager sila nung sinulat nila?
Hindi, kaya nga ako, ang reaction lang namin, wow!
Ang galing!
As if naman. As if naman. Anyway, sige, balik tayo sa balik tayo sa level ulit natin mga sarili. As far as, for example, as far as, of course, you guys are, musical people in your own right. Siguro, tanong na natin, how do we ensure that our music resonates with our, very diverse audience? Na, yun na nga, kanina pinag-usapan natin yun, yung innovations in music.
Yes.
How do we, lalo na ngayon, diba, there are a lot of, innovations, or should I say more of deviations in music na how do you sustain yourself to be there na you are still staying relevant for everyone,
including the Gen Zs,
and especially now kasi napaka-diverse kasi ng panlasa ng current na generation. So for us to continue on with our mission, how do we actually stay afloat with the secular work that we actually are doing? Yun. So, di man pang Miss Universe question siguro yun. Candidate number 1. Luis, ikaw. Sana muna tayo sa mga medyo bata-bata. Kaya para matanong natin mga pulso nila.
I think it's, di ba, parang we were talking earlier about understanding the need of the community or the congregations that we serve. And I think it's a lot to do with first knowing their need, but also as a songwriter and as an arranger, as a lyricist, is to be honest with yourself also. Do you understand talaga where they're coming from? And ikaw dapat convinced ka rin dun sa sinusulat mo. Kasi parang it cannot go one without the other. Kasi pag you do not believe what you're writing, hindi rin siya papasa kasi it comes from a place of from a lonely place or from an empty place, di ba? Parang, and so, I guess what I'm trying to drive at is the importance of being in touch with the communities you serve. Because when you are one with your communities, with your congregations, you also get the pulse, and ikaw, nararamdaman mo rin yung sakit na dinaramdam nila, yung ligaya na nagpapasaya sa kanila. And so, the music follows from there.
Yun. Okay. About Sir Gino or Sir Noel? As far as naman actually gusto ko din matanong na rin na parang follow up doon. Yung mga challenges siguro, or for example, yung especially for somebody na you're not musically inclined. Parang ano ba yung mga naging challenge, or what's sa tingin niyo magiging challenge, for example, of how staying relevant with your music?
So, ako ang tingin ko yung yung kasi meron din ako mga batang mga pamangkin and all of that. So I hear the songs that they listen to. Tapos parang feeling ko ang bilis ng mga nung mga pagbabago. So parang ang tingin ko mahalaga talagang makinig din dun sa mga nangyayari. And then I think ang natutuwa naman ako with Bukas Palad is pag titingnan niyo yung history ng Bukas Palad, parang palagi siyang trying to address a particular need or concern at that point in time. So, kunyari, nung nagkaroon ng bagong translation of the Roman Missal, talagang nanguna rin yung Bukas Palad maglabas ng sariling misa, di ba? And all of that. Tapos, nung parang na-feel na kailangan, baka makatulong tayo sa mga may charismatic spirituality and all of that. So, nagkaroon tayo ng Sing Forever naman na album, no? I think napakahalaga talaga to really keep in touch. And then, ang tingin ko naman sa Bukas Palad, very innovative and very, while yung sinasabi niyo may one sound yung Bukas Palad or may tradition siya, parang hindi rin siya takot to, to explore. And I think that is the great thing about, Bukas Palad.
Yeah. Sir Gino?
Pero, ano may tanong?
Siguro, sa'yo naman, sir, kasi you're a songwriter, yourself by profession. So yung sabi ko nga kanina, yung how do you stay relevant with your work, and also that kung may mga challenges na along the way that will hamper you or at least affect or affect your work.
Bukas Palad songwriting?
Yes.
Actually, hindi, nasabi na rin nila, just to add lang, or to reiterate, you have to listen talaga to yung what's current. Kasi minsan you might fall into the trap of parang keep on listening to the old style or the old way, as parang hindi ka na in touch with what's current and what the new generation, what they're into. Pero syempre still keeping naman that parang in touch ka pa rin with the with the older generation, pero you parang you develop an additional sound to be able to reach new audiences, ganyan. And then I think you just really have to listen to yung pulso ng mga ng current generation. For me, staying relevant, I guess, is staying current, and not just the sound, even yung message. Di ba may mga stages na love song, tapos emo, tapos ganyan, tapos parang anthemic, ganyan. So parang pag pinapakinggan mo yung mga songs na yon, yung lalo yung mga ngayon, parang wow, parang ako narinig ko maraming mga kunyari mga band songs, or na parang they're very may love songs pa rin, pero marami na rin medyo anthemic na parang kunyari laban tayo, or kakayanin mo yung mga whatever, o kaya mga tayo mga ganyan. So nakaka-inspire din yon. And sa Bukas Palad din, you parang also incorporate that in your songwriting. Try to incorporate it in your songwriting, lyrically and musically. Ayan, sa arrangement, sa So kasi nga I think feeling ko nakakahelp sa Bukas Palad staying relevant is yung having the tours, having the concerts. Kasi 'di ba? Kasi parang they're always able to listen to you and see you and hear what you have to what new songs you have to sing, and at the same time can we hear the old ones, 'di ba? So I think ang challenge lang is to actually, more than a challenge, I think it's inspiring. I think it's inspiring to listen. Kasi that drives us to to write and to explore further. Hindi lang what we're used to. So I think Bukas Palad is the same way with in terms of genre, sound. Yon. lumalawak yung yung genre, yung sound.
Okay.
Siguro isa pa, dagdag ko lang kasi
Yes.
I think, may sinabi si Gino. Isang paraan siguro hindi lang sa Bukas Palad pero sa mga grupo na gumagawa ng mga musika, banda siguro is to sustain it by inspiring and passing the baton kumbaga sa mga mas batang songwriters, composers. Diba? Kasi hindi imposible naman kung yung mga matatanda yun pa rin gumagawa ng mga musika, di ba? So kahit anong gawin namin na makirelate sa kung ano yung uso at ano yung pulso ng current mga millennials o Gen Z, mahalaga rin na bigyan ng pagkakataon yung mga kabataan, yung mga bagong miyembro to create their own music, to create their own songs, to create their own prayers, whatever. Diba?
So wag matakot na ipasa. Wag
I think, kasama yun yata sa sustainability plan. Diba? Hindi naman forever na isa lang yung nag-compose or isang grupo lang. Pero kailangan, dahil kasama kami sa ministry. Diba? Alam namin lahat kung bakit kami narito at kung para saan yung ginagawa namin. At kailangan ihikayatin yung mga mas nakababatang miyembro to create songs for the group.
Saluhin ko na rin yung Just. I think very important din na sinabi ni Luino. Pero to ground everyone, to ground new composers, for example, new lyricists, new arrangers, I think napaka-importante na isang grupo katulad nito is grounded by the mission and the vision that the group works by. Bukas Palad, for example, yung mission namin is to write, perform, anong isa pang
Nako, exam
record.
niya.
Alam ko sa consti test. So write, record, and perform original liturgical and inspirational music. Inspired by the spirit of Saint Ignatius. So meaning because that is well grounded and that culture has been I guess solidified in a way through all the generations of BP, it makes it easier for younger composers, younger musicians, younger singers to enter the group, to sing songs, to write songs that are one with the Spirit. So kumbaga, kahit iba-iba yung tunog niyan, dahil iisa yung the spirit that drives the music, that drives the group, it all sounds alike. It all sounds Bukas Palad because we're all grounded by that. So I think to deter any challenges that a group like this will need to go through, feeling ko yun talaga, yung culture, the spirit that drives the group. That will allow it to thrive.
So yun, for as long as you know the mission and you feel the spirit.
Ang ganda naman, no?
Gusto mo yun? Oo, hindi, ang ganda, di ba? Kasi yun na nga yung being grounded. So that's your baseline.
Yes, correct.
Di ba? So, ayan, hindi na natin kailangan tanungin kung ano yung advice. Ano bang advice nyo na may bibigay sa mga bagong composers. But then again, of course, yun nga, anything that we would expect.
Ayun.
But mas gusto nila marinig to. Anything they would expect from Bukas Palad in the coming
upcoming projects.
Meron ba kayong
or
hinahanda na something for anything soon?
Well, immediate future is we do have a lot of provincial concerts scheduled in the coming months. We're also discussing it's about time to produce a new album too. So it's at the back of our heads, but currently and in the following weeks may mga concerts around.
Ayun.
Ako
Okay.
yung na-excite. Kailan po ba yung album na yan?
Ayan. So, at least, maraming nagtatanong, di ba? Because when was the last album that we released? I think 2019, no? Tama ba?
2019.
Or no, but more of those are singles already yung mga release natin. But like
yung
a full
album,
we have, and a pure Bukas Palad album talaga. So we have yet to hear or see that come to life in the coming months or years.
Balitaan niyo po ako, ipopromote ko yun agad-agad.
Pero may pahabol dito si Chiclet, sabi niya may workshop on March 16 na Tondo. Siguro baka reminder para iyan nyo. Ayan. Then again, okay, ayun, ako. wala na pala kasi tayong oras, kaya pala tayo inaano na. But of course, maraming salamat sa ating mga guests ngayong gabi. Of course, I'm pretty sure marami sa inyo ang natuto at syempre na-inspire din dun sa mga kwentuhan natin about the songs. Oh, nakalimutan ko na, muntik ko na makalimutan yung top 3.
Diba?
Yung top 3 na dun sa survey natin.
Yes.
Na when we found out, unfortunately, wala naman pala dito yung kaya. Pero hindi. But of course, these are Bukas Palad songs, syempre. So, ang top 3 natin, ayan. So, starting with the third, ayan, yung top 3, ang awit ng paghahangad. Yan daw ang isa sa kanilang mga
theme song ng
buhay nila. Ba't kaya? Ano kayong hinahangad nila? ano bang hinahangad ninyo sa buhay? Ayan.
Yung may magsundo ng liwanag.
Ng liwanag. Yung may tagapaghatid ng liwanag sa buhay nila. Ganyan. And of course, ang classic, coming on second, ay ang classic na I Will Sing Forever, Mama Yedo. Siguro baka yung gusto nila start ng nila, ito. Yung background ng kanila, baka masyadong action-pack yata.
Oo, correct.
Yung dating nun. And ang topping of our list, of course, ang ito, Pilgrim's Theme. Medyo, nga ako kasi parang, kasi marami parang mahigit sa lahat ng ito yung mas highly rated. So,
correct.
And this one's composed by Father Johnny Go of the Society of Jesus. Ayan. And of course, music by Father Manuling. So, lahat naman dito, actually, karamihan, itong tatlong to ay mga Jesuit gumawa. Pero
correct.
Of course, performed by Bukas Palad.
Ayan. Yes. Siguro there's just something about Pilgrim's Theme na napansin ko, lahat ng binabanggit yun, yung naiiyak lang daw talaga sila pag naririnig yun. Maybe there's this magic.
Nasa fort, di ba?
May
nasa crossroads.
Pero parang ang lalim pa rin kasi yung parang they're looking at their life in the greater scheme of things.
Ay, naisingit mo pa yun. Okay.
Anyway, wala na tayong panahon. Of course, let's listen to some announcements, of course, from the Jesuit Music Ministry.
Yeah, first of all, please follow us on our social media accounts, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Jesuit Music Ministry po yan, and Twitter, at Jesuit, or actually X na pala siya ngayon.
Yes.
Jesuit Music PH, and please also follow us on Spotify. And speaking of Spotify, meron po tayong recent na ni-release, which is Mabunying Samurai, performed by our very own Ray Malipot and Tinig Barangka Choir. Lyrics by the late Father Tim of Rasho, SJ, and music composed by Brother Dom Bulan, SJ. Yan. And lastly, please do listen to Bukas Palad songs for Lent dahil Lenten season na ngayon.
So we have a playlist.
Yes, may playlist tayo on Spotify.
Yan.
Okay.
Any announcements further from BP? Meron ba kayong bukod doon sa sinabi ko na nga bigla na workshop this coming March
9 naman meron kaming concert sa Bataan, no?
Ayan.
April 20 in Sorsogon.
Ayan, so tagang provincial tour of ang Bukas Palad ngayon.
Wow.
Okay, so abangan nyo po yan mga kaibigan. Of course, you can always get updated with what's happening with the Bukas Palad, of course, through their social media pages. Of course, you can just go to their Facebook page, Bukas Palad Music Ministry. And of course, always listen to their songs on our catalog on Spotify and our other music platforms.
Yeah,
okay, ayan. Naku, maraming salamat po muli sa ating mga idols, idols natin sa Bukas Palad. Yan, ang ating mga arrangers at composers. At of course, next week, join us again for another exciting episode of your JMM Radio only here on Radyo Katipunan. Sa ngalan po ng bumubuo ng aming programa, ako po si Justin Pontino.
At ako po ay si Patricia Morato.
And we will leave you with We Are Yours, with words and music by Mr. Noel Miranda.
Okay.
Arrangement by Norman Agatep from the album Let Your Praises Be Heard. Hanggang sa susunod na Miyerkules, kita-kita po tayo.
Magandang gabi po.
JMM Radio. JMM Radio. JMM Radio.
remind us of all that is true. That our hearts are yearning and restless still. Our hearts rest in you. Our hearts rest in you. Our hearts rest in you. Rest in you.
Rejoice, refresh, renew, and reflect. Join us for an hour of music that uplifts the soul. Listen to your favorite Jesuit music ministry artists. This is JMM Radio. Get your day's dose of inspirational music. Tune in to JMM Radio every Wednesday, only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.